Hey guys, we got a new update today. We had a bit of a break from the holidays and now we're back with a big update. Lots of stuff covered, lots of stuff done. So we can go through and show you what's going on. One of the things I did is we were doing some combat focused stuff this week. It's our main target, primarily the parrying system. If you remember the shield bash system from a few weeks ago, that was sort of a compromise because I fucked up parrying on that one, but I got it working now. It works reasonably well and it's pretty fun to do. It has its own shorter stagger system so you can then follow up with an attack. So it's pretty good. Let's get into it and a couple of other details that we got into. So one of the things you're noticing is when we put in the critical zones, we had these collision boxes all over the characters. As you can see right now, there's not really a whole lot of boxes that are visible to the characters. And the reason for that is we simply turned the visibility off so I don't have to deal with 100 boxes in front and around my character. But one box that we do have is you can see this gizmo is in the middle of the screen here. It's actually got a box selected. So we can turn that on and it'll show you what it looks like. And this is a proximity camera check collision box. And what this does is it looks for when an enemy overlaps with this, it looks for the targeted enemy status. So if I have an enemy targeted through my character's targeting system, and it's within this box, my camera will pan over to the right in order for better visibility, and you can see it better. One of the things that was kind of annoying was the over-the-shoulder camera. As the character got close and the camera was focused on the character, you wound up not seeing a whole lot of the character because the main character was in the way. It's just how the camera was operating. The camera would twist. Your character would move closer to the center of the screen as the character was in the center of the screen. So I panned it out a little bit farther in hopes that that makes the visibility a little bit better, and it does. So I'm happy with that. So that's why that box. And then we just turned it off because I don't want to be in my viewport and have a whole bunch of boxes around each character. So the fact that I can turn the visibility off and it still functions is good, I think. So we'll go with that for now. And so yeah, we have that. We have an attack warning system that pops up on your UI that we showcase. And we also have the parrying system, which we will go in depth with as well. So let's get started. Let's see what we got here. So we'll go and hit play. The character will run right at us. And as you can see, the camera bumped over. Character's a little slow to attack. But we'll go again. And I missed that parry and I took damage. I was too late on it. So let's try this again. And I was too late again. One more time. We got a successful parry. Okay. One more time. Successful parry. And then I follow up with the combo. Now I'm going to parry in the wrong direction. And you'll notice I take a little bit of a stagger and a block. And basically what happens is if you parry in the wrong direction, it turns into a block automatically. So you don't get the stun and you get a little bit of a parry animation. And then when you kill him, your camera resets. So you don't have a target to select, so the camera faces forward and then moves in to the correct direction. So yeah, that's how that works. Let's try it again, and let's play around with a couple of our other features here. He whiffed that one. He's a little slow. But now he's going to come to me. He's going to swing attack. I parry it. I bash him. I bash him again, and then we kill him. So that's sort of a culmination of all the mechanics being used. We had the dodge, had the shield bash, we had the combo bash, we had a combo attack, and we had parrying. So that's sort of the tools that is at the player's disposal. Obviously, the AI is really stupid right now. Next week, we are going to add some other things to it to make it a little bit smarter, make it a little bit more reactive. You notice that like once he reaches the point, and then it kind of delays a little bit before he attacks. It gives you tons of opportunities to just get out of the way, which makes you not want to use any of the mechanics at all, because you can just move out of the frickin' way and then just punish him because he waits 5 seconds to attack again. So these things we are going to tweak significantly. This is a great start for the AI because it helped me develop the block and the parry, and it made it very predictable. So it's the easiest possible setting for your AI programming in order to build your mechanics. But yeah, that's kind of a showcase of what we got mechanic-wise. If we look over here, I think we've seen some of it. But we have quite the fortification on the other side of the hill there. And what that is that's going to be kind of like the boss section of this level. You can work your way to it. This is going to be an open style game, so you can walk straight to the boss level and fight the boss right away. That place is going to be loaded with enemies. It's going to be very difficult. But there's going to be some secrets, some stuff you can play around with. And this is a game that's kind of paying a little bit more homage to the sandbox style, where it's pretty free roam, it's pretty open, but we're also not really going to hold your hand too much either. So like you're going to get secrets and stuff that might make the level a little easier to play, and it's up to you to find out where they are. We might drop hints in the level. Not sure yet if we're going to have too many collectibles and stuff like that. The inventory system is going to be pretty basic. If you've played a basic first-person shooter style game or something like that with like equipment drops and stuff like that, that's pretty much the limit of your inventory space, I think, in terms of grabbing stuff around here. There's going to be stuff in the level that will give you bonuses and stuff like that as well that you can take advantage of, and you can use your environment to your advantage. You're going to have tools that you can use and different equipment stuff. You can make traps and stuff like that. But it's a pretty open style game where you're kind of free to do whatever you need to do, and there's just going to be a bunch of tools and stuff at your disposal and how to deal with enemies. And there's not going to be, I'm going to try and make it reasonably difficult, but I want to give you guys multiple ways to approach a level, multiple ways to handle beating a level. I don't want there to be, it's not a super linear style game where you're going in and you're fighting enemy after enemy after enemy, and it's also not a but it's us, yeah, it's just, we want to give you options. There's no one way to beat a level. You just got to clear the enemies, do the damages, complete the objectives, and there's not going to be a right or wrong way to do it, but it's still going to be difficult. So I'm going to have to balance ways to win and difficulty. But I do want this game to be reasonably difficult once I get the mechanics feeling great, feeling smooth, and I get the enemy AI feeling smart, and we start doing multiple AI, which is going to be a challenge on its own. I'm not sure exactly how dealing with 2 enemies is going to work in the programming side yet. That's a hurdle that we're going to have to cross. Hopefully next month, in February, I want to start doing that, but I got to get one AI feeling pretty smart, pretty intelligent, pretty engaging before I start adding other ones. I think that's the correct approach. Get one that's pretty solid. It doesn't have to be finished, but it has to be functional. And then we can start implementing other AIs into the game and seeing how that works. So yeah, that's kind of it. I can show you the castle and give you a sneak peek in the editor quick. Let's go take a look. So we can just speed on over here. What we got here is a gatehouse with a portcullis. You got 2 gatehouses. Those are the 2 new attachments. I think you guys already seen the towers, but if you haven't seen these towers, these are just fun little towers. They're going to have ladders. We have ladders over here for this stuff, if you can see. And right now they don't do anything, but eventually what I want to do is be able to interact with them and climb them and take people yeah, and put people over. So climb the ladder, and then you wind up over here, and then the same thing over here. Climb the ladder up there, wind up on the roof. So we'll see what we do to implement that. It might be difficult, it might be interesting. We'll see. But yeah, we got a portcullis here. We got a winch up here for the portcullis. It's got 2 to lift up the gate. Door will be at the back here. It's got a murder hole. It's got, I guess these are murder holes as well, because it's not technically a matriculation because it's not a crenelled wall, but same idea as a matriculation. And then you got the murder hole in the middle right there. And then if you want, you can shoot them there as well. And then all these fortifications have matriculated woods crenelles with so you can shoot directly down the wall. This is I aim to make a perfectly functional defensible fortress here. So that's what we're aiming for. And obviously the tower, you've seen the tower a few times. It's been at the slave auction over there, and now it's at the where it's supposed to be at the boss lair. So this is kind of like the boss tower. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the update here. The artwork is looking nice. This castle's blocked in already for the most part. Gonna add some fun little secrets and interesting ways of approach. And yeah, then we got this area here with the new AI stuff, or not necessarily, kind of AI. The attack warning system is kind of an AI element. And also the parrying system and the camera tweak system. Lots of stuff we covered. Lots of stuff done over the past 2 weeks, even with all the family stuff. Tons of family stuff as well, but we covered a lot of ground this week, and I'm really happy how this all turned out. So I hope to see you guys next week. Next week we are going to be focusing on making the AI feel a little bit smarter, probably throw combination attacks, maybe even do a focus mode tweak stuff. We still have to fix his animations. He's using my animations for sword and shield, and he doesn't have a shield. This is just a basic character, so we might be looking into getting rid of or swapping out some of those animations. It already has a new blueprint. It's just it's referencing the exact same animations, so we're just gonna have to do some slight tweaks. I don't think it'll take a whole lot of tweaking to get it done. So yeah, that's the update this week, guys. I hope to catch you next week, and we'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out.